I'll show you. That way you can start. You do that? From a dream or something? The vision. I just seen this morning when I woke up. Was his hair going down like this? Who was that for?
What you say we start off?
You look at it
while we wait. Like you said, we did the X.
I said spirit had me believe, you know what I'm saying, it was him, but that's that, you know, like the Lord don't come off his throne, you know what I'm saying, so I wouldn't expect it. You know what I'm saying? I was the same, right. You're not here yet.
Or if you want to be over here, it don't matter. Stay down there with him. Alright. Alright. So we back. First and foremost, call Allah. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Wa'akudashukah. Alright. So we back out here again. Another week. More prophecies going off, you know. More work being done. So topic today, while we wait, is part 3. So we was just pretty much something talking about how big the ship was and how we shall come back. So we go pretty much grab that.
This one is way, but first. You know, the post office tweaking on my factory.
I think it's Axe. What was it, Axe 4? What's talking about? The ship. You want the ship? Come on. Alright. Talking about the one, how big it was, or him just coming back? How big it was. Okay. Let me know what you want. I'll do it. Alright, second Ezra's 3 and back on the start. Start on Salakia. No, I called 2 up. Chapter 2 of this. Second Ezra 13. Want me to start from the top, or you want to get straight to the point? You can start from the top. Second Ezra 13 and 1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth felleth when it filleth the fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men, out of number, from the 4 winds of the heaven, so to subdue the man that came out of the sea. And who was that man who came out the sea? That's Yahweh Shai. You know, you keep it coming up. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain. Great mountain. You know, what's a mountain likened it to? You know, it's something that's very large in size. But you know, a mountain is not likely, you know, to just pop up out of nowhere. So we're not specifically, you know, just talk about a mountain. You know, but we talk about something that's massive. You know, it's compared, liken it to a mountain, size-wise. You know, and if you ever seen a mountain, like actually seen one, like driving, say you traveling one night, you can't see a whole mountain in view, you know what I'm saying? So if you travel, or you know, you've been out to the West Coast, been going out, well, we in the Midwest, so
you heading east or west, you're gonna run into some mountain ranges. Georgia, yeah, specifically down in Georgia, you see them. But heading out west, I believe the mountains are a little bit bigger. So we go
Portland, Washington.
all through there. We was in Utah. The whole state was a mountain, pretty much. You wouldn't realize it until you getting out of it. So
Scary.
It's scary. So all in all, everything we saying, we going into the size of what we're seeing here. We said it was a great mountain, a great mountain. We're not actually talking about, well, what was spoken here is not talking about an actual mountain. This is to give a respective understanding of the size of what was seen. But you continue.
But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain, and flew upon it. Flew upon it.
So he said he flew.
Lock it. And flew up upon it.
So he flew up upon it. So it's a mountain that's being flown upon. You know what I'm saying? So these are details that give you more understanding of what's being seen. Have you ever? Go ahead.
Ain't how I can fly.
Gone. And yeah, on top of that, Yahweh can fly. Matter of fact, they say no. We'll get to it because he owned it. You know what I'm saying? But how many instances have you seen a mountain actually fly? You know what I'm saying? you gotta think it to it. So we're not actually talking about a mountain, even though if the Lord wanted to, He could do so. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's like more details.
It's like that statement when they say
when pigs fly. Yeah, when pigs fly, they say that all the time. But and when they say that, they sort of referring to that day. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'll stop when pigs fly. You know what I'm saying? It's like that commercial with the dog was walking the man. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much when pigs fly. Like when we see this, people like then we become believers or whatnot. But
like the beast that are up with Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? At the throne, Yahweh tried to throne.
Exactly. Like people they gonna be disrupted by that. Distraught about that. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be beast talking. You know what I'm saying? But it's spoken of in the scripture. So
when mountains fly.
When mountains fly. That's beautiful. You see that? When mountains fly. But you keep it coming out. Keep it coming. You got something.
So like I would say real quick, point two. That just go to show, you know what I'm saying, the Lord's technology is completely different. You know what I'm saying? It was something so grass that he can only try to compare it to something he knows.
And then we gotta think also this is biblical time. So they never even seen cars. You know what I'm saying? They never seen a Hummer or a military tank. etc. So this was what he could say out of the things he's ever seen. They horse and carriage at the time, you know what I'm saying? So to see something as big as a mountain flying in the sky, that's a sight to see, according to the times. But keep it coming.
Second Ezra 13 and 6 continued. 7. But I would have seen the reason or place where out the hill was graven.
So he's
and I could not.
Basically, he's saying like if it was a hill or a mountain, he would have seen where this was taken from. You know what I'm saying? It's that big, and we just going into the size constantly just to give you an understanding of how big this thing was. I want you to take these little scriptures that we done got through, these few scriptures, lightly. So the details are being expounded upon right here. And it's ultimately just going into the size of this ship, man. This ship, you know what I'm saying? If your imagination working, you done got to that point where you starting to understand it's not a mountain. It's not just something random in the sky, you know what I'm saying? And that's why we giving all these analogies.
The outline, you couldn't see the outline.
Yeah, you say you couldn't see the outline of it. So if you looking up in the sky, I can see the end of most of these clouds, really. And they some big clouds, you know what I'm saying? So what he's seeing was even bigger than what we seeing in front of us right now. You know?
Even with the Grand Canyon, you see where it ends, but it's so big,
right?
You can still see where it ends.
Exactly. You know it's an ending to it, especially how far away you are from it. You know what I'm saying? You can keep reading though.
Second Ezra 13:7 again. But I would have seen a region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. And after this I beheld, and I got the word
Bring it up here, brother.
I got the word grave. It says engrave, an inscription or image on a surface. Fix something indelibly in the mind. Find a better one. It says, this is a quick one. It says, what does the name graven mean? It says topographic name for someone living near a ditch or moat. Channel. So yeah, that's like going into like the outline. Cause your channel is like it's what? The place in which the work sits.
Right.
So he couldn't see the channel, but he could just see the pretty much. He just got the idea. He couldn't even
Continue.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
He couldn't get like you got a show, and within the show you got the episodes. But you can't say you really seen the show if you ain't seen all the episodes. You couldn't see all of it.
Exactly.
But continuing, I think that's pretty much it on this.
Come.
I got another one for you too. If you can go into the So yeah, because after this he's going to start talking about how he fight. He fought against. So I gotta appreciate it. This is Salakia. This is Acts chapter 1. And I'm gonna start at I'm gonna start at 6. When they therefore when they therefore were come together, they asked of him. This is Acts chapter 1, verse 6. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? And he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the season, which the Father hath put in his own power. But ye shall receive power. But I'm gonna jump to 9, the point. Verse 9, it says, and when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight.
See that? So Yahushua, that's what scripture talk about. It said he was taken up. You know, he was taken up, specifically up, in a cloud. A cloud received him out of the sky. So this cloud, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't just a cloud that came, you know, and picked the man up. You know, it wasn't just a cloud. The cloud that came and got him was a chariot, you know, and that's the it's likened to that chariot that we were just speaking of in Esdras. You know what I'm saying? So
So-called spaceship.
Yeah, so-called UFO, so-called spaceship. You know. I was gonna say, is it another precept to that in Daniel?
Going into the chariot.
There's one in some Jeremiah 4 and 13.
Jeremiah 2:9.
Talking about how it's swifter than the eagle.
I got another one for you. This is Psalms. Quick precept. Psalm 67, 68 and 17. It says the chariots of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them, the Lord is among them, as in Sinai, in the holy place.
Lord got thousands of chariots. It's gonna be. He said he got 20,000. So the sky gonna be full. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be full of what's going on what you were saying. The sky gonna be full of chariots. You know what I'm saying? That main one, the fathership. You know what I'm saying? That big one gonna be the one that everybody see. But it's 20,000 more out there. That's gonna be, you know, that's gonna be out doing the work. And inside the chariots, you know what I'm saying? Who's driving the chariots? How it's shot, you know?
I got another precept to that. This is Revelation 1 and
7.
yeah, 1 and 9. Behold, Revelation 1 and 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds.
See again, that cloud. You hear that cloud again. And again, like, it's not a cloud coming out the sky, you know?
Behold, he cometh with clouds.
He's coming with clouds. Where do clouds come from? Where are clouds? They're up. Those same things that Yahweh left in was said to leave in. He left in clouds. And again here, this revelation, you know, which pretty much is the end, is the revealing of things, you know. Get that the way he leaves the same way he coming back.
Acts chapter 1, verse 10. And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven, as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel, which also said, Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? This same Yahushua, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven.
See, the same way he left, he coming back. So he left, it said, in the Acts, the previous scripture, it said he left in clouds, so he was taken up in clouds. Go back to the Revelation.
Revelation 1 and 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him.
See? Those who pierced him, those are people who ultimately kill his body, you know. Everybody in the world go see him. See? He said everybody go see him. That's that same mountain. Everybody go see that mountain coming out the sky. The size of it. The same way he left, the same way he coming back. And it wasn't inside the clouds we see. Them clouds, you know, they just going into chariots, you know, to be frank. That's the cloud. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no UFOs, we know what they are. I say, what, IFOs? They identifiable. You know, and if you know the scriptures, you wanna be walking around confused, talking about UFOs and little green spacemen. You'll understand the whole understanding of what's going on, what that really is. But to the point, Yahweh coming back the same way he left. So Revelations 1 and 7, read it one more time for me.
Revelation 1 and 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds.
He coming with clouds, coming back with clouds.
And every eye shall see him.
See how every eye go see him. The size that we went into in the Esdras 13, that mountain coming back. Everybody in the world go see that mountain in the sky. Esdras said he couldn't see where it began and ended pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So that's how everybody go see him coming back in that cloud. And this Yahweh shot. You can keep it coming, right?
Everybody can see the sky, right?
Exactly. Everybody see the sky. Everybody go be able to see the sky, right? Everybody does see the sky. Better say.
And they also which pierced him.
See? Also, so everybody. It ain't no limit. Not just the Israelites gonna see him. These heathens gonna see him too. You know?
Con. And all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him.
They're gonna wail. They're gonna be, you know what I'm saying? They gonna see that that mountain coming out the sky. They gonna be lost. They gonna be shook. You know what I'm saying? They go remember us. They gonna remember this picture, this poster. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't gonna be no mountain. It's gonna be a chariot. You know what I'm saying? And Yahweh gonna be on it. And he gonna be a black man. You see? They gonna wail. That thing's real. You know what I'm saying? If you seen the Matrix, you know what I'm saying? They go be in awe. Everybody's gonna wail that that feeling, you know what I'm saying? Because that day, everything will be revealed. It's the revelation.
I got a precept to that. It says, I'm gonna start at 14. Isaiah 52 and 14. As many were astonished at thee, his visage was so marred more than any man.
Oh wow.
And his form more than any and his form more than the sons of men.
Who we talk about here? The his is Yahweh Shai. And it said his visage. Say it again. Read that again.
As many as were astonished at thee, his visage was so marred more than any man.
So Yahweh Shai got effed up, man. His visage was marred more than any man. You know, we got examples. You seen the Emmett Till picture before? You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shai got effed up, you know what I'm saying? The scriptures go into it, but if you really read it, you will realize like they effed Yahweh Shai up when he was on that crucifix on the cross, you know what I'm saying? He was up there effed up, man. He was destroyed, man. And that's another reason why they go well when they see him. You know what I'm saying? Because they said everybody, even who's pierced them, when they say who pierced them, they say who put them on the crucifix, you know what I'm saying? Put them spears through his hand, you know what I'm saying? He came back and he touched the apostles, they was able to see his hands. And he still had the holes there, you know what I'm saying? It was specific like that. Even though he came back and they didn't really realize him at first, you know what I'm saying? Recognize him. But the whole point of this scripture is how badly battered Yahweh Shai was.
I got the word too. When you look up the word marred, mashakat, disfigurement.
Yeah, he was disfigured, man.
Of face.
Man.
So that goes like the
they couldn't even recognize him. You know what I'm saying? That's how Emmett Till. So you could compare that to Emmett Till, but worse. Because it said of any man, he was more marred in visage than any man. So you can't think of one man who was more brutally beat than Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? That's is it Revelations 4? The sheep that was battered.
Yeah. You want that?
Con.
Revelation.
Finish that up, though.
Okay.
If you didn't.
Con. It says, as many, Isaiah 52 and 14, as many were astonished at thee, his visage was so marred more than any man.
Any man.
And his form more than the sons of men.
Right. So any son of man was Emmett Till. You know what I'm saying? All the pictures we got on this poster, these men burnt up. They hanging. You know what I'm saying? They getting beat up, being destroyed. Just real quick. I know we be getting into it briefly, but come check it out if you want. You know what I'm saying? And we'll put it up there too. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look at this man here. You know what I'm saying? He hanging. But just real quick, you know what I'm saying? We was getting burnt up. All this brutal, but it don't even compare. It don't even compare to how bad Yahweh Shai was battered. You know what I'm saying? But you can get that revelation.
Con. Revelation.
Mm-hmm.
5, and I'm gonna start at you know what? I'm gonna start at verse 5. And one of the elders said unto me, weep not, behold, the lion of the tribe of Judah.
Who's the lion of the tribe of Judah? Is Yahweh Shai. Once again, we're talking about the same man.
the root of David hath prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof. And I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne and of the 4 beasts.
So Yahweh, you talking about on the throne sitting is Yahweh, and the 4 beasts around him is Yahweh's beasts, who praise him all day and all night, never ending. We sort of went into it on our lesson the other day, but that ongoing understanding of, you know, it's always more work to be done. You know what I'm saying? It's always more to be done. Yahweh's kingdom is everlasting, ever going, forever. You know what I'm saying? So these are just sentiments of the Most High. You know, his beasts, they never stop praising him. The elders sitting around him, they never stop praising him. But back to the point, you know what I'm saying? Keep going.
The root of David had prevailed to Salakia. And in the midst of, verse 6, continue, and in the midst of the elders stood a lamb, as it had been slain.
A lamb, as it had been slain. So we getting another image of Yahushua, because the lamb spoken of here is talking about Yahushua, and it said as it had been slain. So this is when John the Revelator, you know, he got called up into the heavens, and he basically writing down what he was seeing. He was talking about what he was experiencing, and he basically said he looked upon the throne, and he seen the throne, and he seen these beasts, and amongst that he seen a lamb that looked like it was slain. You know, what do you think that is?
Lamb? Yahushua?
It is Yahushua, but it said as he was being slain. So the lamb was beat up, you know what I'm saying? Yahushua, as we was talking about, was that Jeremiah, Isaiah? Isaiah 52. In Isaiah 52, that's the same, marred image. That same marred image is that same lamb. You know what I'm saying?
I got a precept too for you,
Yeah, I wish he was beat up pretty much, and I'm just going into the topic of that. You know what I'm saying? That's just another scripture to just show that Yahushua.
That's when he touched down.
Yahushua he was battered really bad, man. What you got?
This is John 20, and I'm gonna start at verse. I'm gonna start at 15, like how you saying how pretty much when he rose again, he went to the disciples and everybody that he wanted to reveal something to, and he was showing them the things, but to hit the point of when he touched down. But anyway, this is John 20 and 15. Yahushua said unto her, Woman, why weepest thou? Whom seekest thou? She, supposing him to be the gardener, said unto him, so this is after Yahushua rose again. Sir, if thou have borne him, hence tell me where thou hast laid him,
right,
and I will take him away. Yahushua said unto her, Mary. She turned herself. Yahushua said unto her, Mary. She turned herself and said unto him, Rabboni, which is to say, Master. Yahushua. Keep going?
No, yeah, I'll just say teacher, master.
Yahushua said unto her, Touch me not, for I am not yet ascended to my Father.
Right.
But go to my brethren and say unto them, I ascend
right.
unto my Father.
See, Yahushua, he was still here. He hadn't made it back to the Most High's realm. He haven't made it back to heaven yet, which was what was happening. You know what I'm saying? He went back slain. That's that lamb that was slain was just getting back to the heavens. You know, when John the Revelator seen it. You know what I'm saying? So here he basically haven't been back. He hasn't
beamed up yet.
He wasn't beamed back up yet. He wasn't called back up. The way he left, you know what I'm saying? They said the clouds came and got him. That haven't happened yet. He came back to come finish his work here, his earthly work, which he told the disciples previously, like, he would be back, you know what I'm saying? He said his body was going to be destroyed, but he would be back in the midst of them. And he did so, you know what I'm saying?
So finishing it off, this is but go John 20 and 17 continue, but go to my brethren and say unto them, I ascend unto my father, and your father, and your father, and to my God, aka power, and your God, aka power. So yeah, man. Mary Magdalene came and told the disciples that she had seen the Lord, and that he had spoken these things unto her. So that's it. And then I got to finish the point off when you were saying how your point, how you were saying everybody gonna see him and well because of him when he come back. Isaiah 52 and 15. I'm gonna start at 14 again. And as many were astonished at thee, his visage was so marred more than any man, and his form more than the sons of men. More than the sons of men. So shall he sprinkle, so shall he sprinkle many nations.
Right.
The king shall shut their mouths at him. For that which had not been told them shall they see. And that which they had not heard shall they consider. So going into the point how you were saying they got all well when Yahushua come back, because a lot of people didn't believe this. They thought, you got people under thinking it's gonna be a rapture. They're missing. It's gonna be a rapture, but you people ain't getting beamed up. They're gonna see, like how you said, they're gonna see a so-called black man in the sky. So that's why I say, so shall he sprinkle many nations. The kings shall shut their mouths at him, because he gonna do everybody how he got done.
Exactly.
I say, for that which had not been told them shall they see.
Right.
They getting told right now that Jesus loves everybody.
Exactly.
And he not black. His color don't matter. It says, and that which had not they and that which they had not heard shall they consider.
They go consider. They go finally see. They go remember back seeing us out here telling them. They go remember us out here telling them that so-called Jesus was a black man. You know. That, it's everything. Everything will come to them in that moment. Everything, all their disbeliefs, everything that they the John 3:16 will come to life. You know what I'm saying? It's all gonna come to understanding. And they go see the world that the Lord came back to save. And they gonna realize they was never part of it.
World.
All non-Israelite nations.
The world for God so loved.
Yeah, the world that God for so loved. They think it's talking about the whole world, you know?
Planet Earth.
Right.
You say the world, but these people don't know, and that's why I said they're gonna consider what they didn't. They're gonna understand what wasn't understood. You know?
Then they're gonna realize that a prophet was among them, right?
Con. And they're gonna realize what the prophets look like. They're gonna realize those wasn't clouds. There's gonna be a lot of revelations, you know?
You came up here arguing with us that we misinterpreted and added things.
Yeah.
Right.
All of that. He gonna be like, oh dang, came in clouds, you know what I'm saying? And that's something, I seen the video the other day, it was a cloud, you know what I'm saying? But dude was just, he was recording it because it was an odd looking cloud. And one had basically, the lights turned on, you know how you start your car up with all the lights come on? They basically started up and it took off, you know what I'm saying? In the form of a cloud. But you know what I'm saying? It's YouTube videos and stuff like that all day you can see that prove that, you know, in movies. It's some movies. I got a clip of it. It's saying like a kid was basically taken away in clouds. You know? No effort today?
Yeah, we finished.
Cut his spirit last week. He still limping off of it.
Where your basket? He said he was scared.
Right.
I seen him last week.
Yeah, you came and talked. Spent some time, you know?
He was trying to call the Israelites Israeli. And I correct him, he's still going to go on to say Israeli.
He said, well, if you guys are Israelites.
But that's the thing, like they know exactly. They know they're not Israelites. They'll be like, well, I know that, but they had John 3:16, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what we talking about.
He did it.
Exactly. He was like, what about John 3:16? That's all they know. That's all they read. They don't read beyond that. They don't read the
Right.
scriptures.
That's all they're hoping for to be right.
Yeah, they hoping that it's right. But, you know, He was corrected already. So you got some?
That wound is still fresh.
This is 2 Peter 1 and 19.
Mm-hmm.
We have also a more sure word of prophecy, whereunto ye do well that ye take heed, as unto a light that shineth in a dark place, until the day dawn, and the day star arise in your hearts, because it's night.
Exactly.
So people can't see shit right now.
Complete darkness out here, man.
The ultimate, the day star gonna come. What does the Lord say? He put stars in the sky to do? Be lights.
Be lights.
So that ultimate, it's a day star.
It's a day star,
That's your Howard shot, man.
Again, another point to everybody go see. You know what I'm saying? There's so many ways that you can take that everybody go see. Everybody will be able to see. Everybody's gonna be able to perceive. Reality's gonna come that day. Light. The ultimate light, you know?
I got a precept real quick. This is Philippians 2 and 15. That ye may be blameless. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at 14. Do all things without murmurings and disputings. Do all things without murmurings and disputings, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world.
We the light, you know what I'm saying? Us in this truth, us out here doing what we doing this work, speaking truth, speaking not our own thoughts, you know what I'm saying? We not speaking our own thoughts. We come out here and we speak out of what the scriptures say.
And two, if I can add on too, brother.
Go ahead.
As well, we ain't enough light right now. To where people can see. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we like, you gotta come deal with us.
Exactly. It's like a battery, you know what I'm saying? A dying battery. You plug that up to a light, it ain't gonna shine at its full potential. We not doing so yet. We waiting for our power to come back. Our real battery, you know what I'm saying? Our everlasting battery. The one that you ain't gotta recharge again. That one that's ongoing, you know what I'm saying?
Likened unto the sun. That's where they get that whole Jesus, like them Jesus niggas that be saying the Son of God is a play on the sun. You know what I'm saying? What does the sun do? It's a light. But see, like with us, we're liking under flashlights. See, flashlights don't shine on everything. Yeah, but if the flashlight goes up to whatever it is and puts the light on it, it'll brighten it up and let you know. You know what I'm saying?
That flashlight selected, you know what I'm saying?
The house shot like he like the world's biggest flashlight, man. Shit, he the sun, you know? That's all.
You could bring that out, what you had.
This is Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 10. It says, for the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth.
See?
I'm just saying, that's heavy. What's that again?
Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 10.
Yeah, I was just saying, all them lights, the sun, the stars, you know what I'm saying? They obviously got a job for now, but they not the end all be all. You know what I'm saying? Them lights that we using now, they got a specific job, and it's really for the now. But you can keep bringing it up. Right?
The sun shall be darkened in his going forth.
See, the sun's going to be darkened in his going forth. That his, Yahweh shot. You know? So when he come, the sun gonna have less of a job. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead though. Right?
It says, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine.
Look, the moon won't have light shining.
Her light.
And that's going into more. I ain't gonna go into the theory, so that's cool. Keep reading, right?
And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity.
See?
and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
That was good. That was good.
I got something to back it up. Unless you got something. You want me to get it.
You get John.
St. John.
We'll probably get straight to it. So, no, just start at 1.
John what?
1 and 1 through 5.
John 1 and 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with the power of the Most High.
So in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with the Most High. That Word, Yahweh Shai, you know? We know the word of God is Yahweh Shai, you know what I'm saying? The word's here, this book, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
So I'm going to read it as is. But in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. And the Word, it says was God, you know, but was a God.
Was a God,
The same was in the beginning with the Heavenly Father.
So Yahweh Shai been here since the beginning, you know? He's been here forever. He's the first of the first, you know what I'm saying? Of all creatures made, you know? You can keep it coming up, because that's not the point.
All things were made by Him.
Everything was made by Yahweh Shai. Keep on going.
And without Him was not anything made.
So it's nothing that was made without Yahweh Shai. Nothing at all made. So we ain't gonna do it, but if you go back to Genesis, this will help you have more understanding. Preeminence, go ahead.
And without Him was not anything made that was made. In Him was life, and the life was the light.
Look at that light again.
In Him was life.
In Him was life.
And the life was the light
See,
of men.
In Him was life. So in Yahweh Shai's life, that's what we said when He come back, there ain't gonna be no need for all the other lights. Ain't gonna say ain't gonna be no need for them, but that main purpose is coming back. And inside that life was the light. Read that again. 5, I believe.
In Him was life, and the life was the light of men.
He was the light of men. You know what I'm saying? So in Him, He was the light of men. I believe it might be some more in there.
And the light shineth in darkness.
The light shineth in darkness.
And the darkness comprehended it not.
And what we just said is dark out here. It's dark right now. The light shines in the darkness, but the darkness comprehended it not. You know, and that goes back to our previous conversation. These people, they read the scriptures and they don't know what's going on. They not understanding. You know, all of their imaginations, if you will, like their imaginations are created, and they believe false doctrines. They really don't understand what's going on. They don't understand what these scriptures are saying. You know, they believe. Go ahead.
Let me get it. I'll wait.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Psalms 82 and 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness.
They walk on in darkness, man.
All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
Could expound on that.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, man. Like the brother Arden said, we just reiterating. We're likened unto the light. So, right? And we're people. We're likened unto little lights that shine in a dark place. So the world is already dark. But these people, on the other hand, themselves, they be likened unto darkness. You know what I'm saying? Specks of darkness walk past, man. And the more specks of darkness, like in totality, makes everything dark. You see what I'm saying? So his little darkness, her little darkness, their little darkness, his little darkness. You put all these people that's in darkness together, you have what? The time of darkness. But you got us that got a little bit of light left in us. We like little flashlights. We like little street lights out here. The little street light ain't gonna light everything up, but whatever, it's over. You know what I'm saying? So if we choose to go into this particular subject, we can put light on it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know.
I'm gonna read this back in John.
I got one more point too.
Bring it up.
He said, like the brother was putting, Yahweh Shai, the ultimate light. They said the darkness, and what is Yahweh Shai? Starting it off, it just told you that Yahweh Shai the word. So the word is the light. And that's the only reason why we're likened unto lights, because we got the word. You know what I'm saying? Individually. Every man in his own measure. And the reason why these people walking on in darkness is because they don't have the word. Nor can they understand it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're in darkness. You know? Period. The darkness don't deal with the light. You know?
It said the darkness comprehended it not. They couldn't even comprehend the light. And that's ultimately the reason why Yahweh Shah was slain. Because the darkness didn't comprehend the light. They thought it was a regular man walking around. You know what I'm saying? Even though I could say they knew. I believe they knew to an extent. But they didn't believe.
Yep.
You know?
They say comprehend.
Exactly. Comprehended it not. They knew something was special. But it's just like with us, how the world treat us. You know?
But it's like, you was like, what's that bright thing? You know what I'm saying? You see that it's a bright thing, but you don't understand what it's for. You know what I'm saying?
That's how all these heathen nations is when they see us, pretty much. You know?
I got something too.
Real quick, no, I was just gonna say it's like the woman in John 4.
Exactly.
She thought he Yahweh Shah was regular. Then she come to realize he's bright.
Exactly.
Cause then under like the 28th verse, when she go out,
right,
and tell the men,
bring everybody else to him, bring them to the light. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Go ahead, sorry.
No, she basically went on to say. She went on to say this man told me everything that I've ever done. You know. So she basically came to the understanding, the realization that this was the light, you know, the Messiah. I think she went on to say it. Yeah, he was the Messiah, the Mashiach.
This is not the Mashiach.
But go ahead.
This is Sirach in the Apocrypha, 33, and Shalaki just jumped down. And I'm gonna start at 15. So it say, but the darkness didn't comprehend the light, because they don't deal with each other. This is Sirach 33 and 15. So look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are two and two, one against another. You see, verse 14. Good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. So look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are two and two, one against another.
And you got to grab this to go with that. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 1. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord.
See, it's a balance, and that light and darkness it's a balance in that. But I don't know if you have more on the point.
I speak on it. Pretty much like how the brother just led me back with that. One more time on that, brother.
Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 1. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord.
So everything can't agree. You see? Everything just can't agree.
Everything's not in agreement.
Can't be all just peace and all just hate.
Can't be all light. Even in the kingdom, we're not gonna have everybody in the light. You know, niggas gonna get put to death because they don't agree with the light. Just like now, like how we trying to worship the Most High, but you come up short and you end up getting judged for doing something off. That's how it's gonna be for them in the kingdom. We're just gonna be perfect. So that balance is never gonna go away. He set up everything to, you got light, like you said, you got light, you got darkness. They don't agree. They're against one another. When you used to sleeping in a room in the dark and somebody come to turn the light on, you get mad.
Exactly. No agreement.
Because you've been in the dark. You took on the darkness. You're like, man, what the fuck is that light? Turn that light off, bro, I'm asleep. You know? That's how these people are.
It's maybe back to what you said too. How you said we will be made perfect. All right, that's the balance to now. Right now we're not perfect. That's why we're in the dark now. Once we are made perfect, we will be in the light.
Well, we not in the darkness. They the light. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, we can go back to this John. If you got it, you can get it. Start at 6.
Okay. You want the John?
Yeah, I got it.
It don't matter, because I got something else anyway.
Yeah, hold on to that then. I got it. Okay. John 1 and 6.
This is John chapter 1 and verse 6.
And then we can move on. Okay.
There was a man sent from God,
Uh-huh.
whose name was John.
We talking about John the Baptist. Con.
The same came for a witness.
So he came for a witness. And a witness, if somebody can get the definition of witness, got it.
Con. This is a witness. It says a person who sees an event.
Right. So a witness comprehends, they know what's going on, you know? And that's just the point of getting at. The witness seen it. So the witness understands, they comprehend, they know what's going on. So you keep on reading.
It says a person who sees evidence or proof.
Evidence, proof, see, comprehension. All of that stuff let you know they understand what's going on. A witness, if you call a witness to the stand, you go to court, a witness basically is confirming what happened. You know what I'm saying? So it's a confirmation. So they comprehend. But you can go back to the scripture.
Con. This is John chapter 1. Start from 6 again?
Yeah.
Con. John chapter 1 and verse 6. There was a man sent from the Most High, whose name was John.
John the Baptist.
The same came for a witness.
So he came to be a witness.
To bear witness of the light.
So he was bearing witness of the light. So John came before Yahushua came, and pretty much his job was to prepare people and let them know the light was coming. You know? You can keep on reading.
That all men through him might believe.
See, through all him, that light, Yahushua, through him all men would believe. They was gonna be given light. You know? They was given light. And it just go back to everything we just went through. Yahushua was the light, and ultimately he's coming back, so all men will believe, you know. And then that's that him coming in clouds. Behold, he come in clouds, and all eyes shall see him.
Because it's funny too, if I can say real quick. You got when you see the chariots, how do they look? How do they appear?
Like lights. Well, yeah.
Far away. Far away.
Yeah, you can finish that up and then we'll get on to what the eye got. Yeah, finish that up. That's
ooh, that shit gonna be crazy. He said the dang mountain's so big, the spaceship's so big like a mountain. If we seeing the chariots now and they look like lights, you're gonna be blinded. You're gonna be like, you're gonna be blinded, but the Lord gonna keep you from being blinded, so you can clearly see what this is that's taking place. Big ass light in the sky. The damn chariot probably gonna be lit up.
Exactly. That's what I seen. Like I say, that cloud they had, that one basically started up like a car. It got bright as hell, lights, and then one took off. But you can finish it up.
It's John chapter 1 verse 7 says, the same came for a witness to bear witness of the light, that all men through him might believe. He was not that light.
John wasn't that light.
But was sent to bear witness of that light.
But he was sent to bear witness of the light to come.
That was the true light.
Yahushua, the true light. And that's a lot. That's just going back to
Shalom, brother.
Yahushua, the true light. He the that's why the sun is, you know, the sun and the stars, like, they're gonna lose their eminence. You know what I'm saying? Because the preeminent one is coming to install the true light. You know. You can finish that up though.
Right.
Get through.
That was the true light, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world. He was in the world,
Right.
and the world was made by him.
See, the world was made by him. He was in the world at one point, walking around. We was able to touch him. He was here just like you and me. Yahweh was whole here in the world. You know? And it's like, keep on going.
And the world knew him not.
See, the world didn't know him. They didn't realize who he was because he came back as a normal brother. He came back plain. He didn't come back glorified. He came back just looking like everybody else pretty much, you know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much why he had all his problems. People looking at him like, oh, this is some nigga, you know what I'm saying? You know?
Darkness comprehended.
The darkness comprehended it not. Beautiful. You can finish up if there's more on that.
I got something.
Are you ready for 10? No, that's it. You can bring that out.
John 3:19.
Con.
And this is the condemnation, that the light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. For everyone that doeth evil hated the light,
Hate the light.
neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved.
See?
But he that doeth truth cometh to the light.
And they're showing these people they've been wicked, you know what I'm saying? People been wicked and they knew they was wicked, so they couldn't come into the light. Because Yahweh he came back to set everything straight. You know, he didn't come back. He came back rebuking mugs, you know what I'm saying? He came back telling people how it is, what's to come, how to be. You off, you wrong. This right, you know what I'm saying?
You're not black.
You not black, you know what I'm saying? You're not the color of your sweater. You
Oh,
not
God.
white. You know what I'm saying?
Bug the hell out.
You not white. You talking to the little ones about that. They really like a white person is not white. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go all the way back to preschool to get an understanding. You know what I'm saying? Come on. You got anything more on that?
God.
Mm-hmm.
John 3 and 21.
Mm-hmm.
But he that doeth truth cometh to the light. That
He that doeth truth coming to the light. So if you actually searching for truth, if you actually searching for what's real, if you really want truth and understand it, you go come into the light. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you want.
and if I can too.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta this how you know we got the light. Cause it's true that you're not the color of your sweater.
That's simple. That's simple, man.
So we gotta be in the light. We gotta be what the scriptures are talking. We gotta be the men. You know what I'm saying?
That's the truth.
Whether you stay the man that lines up with the scriptures, that's a whole nother thing, you know? But currently you are. If you're saying right now you're not black, you know what I'm saying? You know, no one's white, you in the light. But if you fall out, you ain't in the light no more, obviously. You're falling back into the darkness. Got a little more.
Uh-huh.
This is John 3 and 21. It says, but he that doeth truth cometh to the light, that his deeds may be manifest. They are Salaki, that they are wrought in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, in the Most High. You know? That's all on that.
Fine.
I got something else for you.
Bring it up.
This is John 12, and I'm going to start at going to start at verse 31. Now, John 12 and 31. Now is the judgment of this world. Now shall the prince of this world be cast out.
Con.
And I,
Of this world, the judgment, and it said the prince of this world. So you can't get don't let that confuse you. Because the prince of this current world, keep on going.
shall be cast of this world be cast out, and I, if I be lifted up from the earth, there go that up again. And if I be lifted up from the earth, will draw all men unto me. That's deep. That's the beaming up right there. But anyway, this he said, signifying what death he should die. This he said, signifying what death he should die. The people answered him, we have heard out of the law that Hamashiach abideth forever. And now sayest thou, the Son of Man must be lifted up? Who is this Son of Man? So they thought pretty much that Yahushua was going to come already immortal.
Exactly. Con.
The darkness comprehended it like not. But anyway, verse 35, then Yahushua said unto them, yet a little while is the light with you.
A little while. So he just saying, I'm gonna be here for a small time. Yahushua knew everything. So he knew his time that he had here on earth, and he was pretty much trying to get everybody with him, the disciples, his 12, and everybody they encountered, to comprehend. And throughout his whole journey, Yahushua kept telling them over and over again, I'm gonna be delivered up. I'm gonna be delivered up, and I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna be killed. You know what I'm saying? He kept saying that, and for the most part, most of the disciples they never comprehended it. They never understood it because they believed since the Son of Man, they believed that he was the Son of Man, but they believed he was gonna be with them forever. And he kept telling them over and over again, I only have a short time with you. Pretty much, you better get this light while it's here. You know?
I got something real quick. Let's go back to that.
Had something for the Prince of the Power too.
You want me to get that?
Galatians 2 and 2.
You want that now?
No. It might be. I ain't gonna say going off subject.
Alright, 1 second.
No, you ain't gotta grab it.
This is man, I got tons.
Yeah, bring it up.
This is 2 Timothy 1 and 13. Hold fast the form of sound words, because these words is what? Light again. So that's why the Lord was saying, if because our people was reading like Yahushua was talking, like when you run into the people that believe only in the Old Testament, they don't believe in the New Testament, aka they don't believe in the Messiah. We don't even understand the Old Testament because the Messiah talked about in it. How do we know that? Because when you read the New Testament, the conversation we're going into in John 12 is about how they were saying, how can you be the Hamashiach? And they say Yahushua or the Hamashiach, he's immortal. He's going to abide forever. And what's spiritual about it too is because what is immortality? Forever. So Yahushua, when he comes, he's going to be here forever. He's not going to just not only die and live forever, he's going to be here forever. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it was like, what you mean if you the Hamashiach, how you going to leave? They say he's going to be forever. That's why he's like the light, which is who he is, right? Because he's the word, which is the light, right? He like, yo, that's true, but you need to comprehend how lights work. You leave a light on forever, you know what I'm saying? You are to use a light. Because he like, if he is the light, when I leave, you're going to be in darkness. So that's why I got this scripture now saying, 1 Timothy, this ain't even the one I want, it's a bunch of them though, but this 2 Timothy 1 and 13, hold fast the form of sound words. Because you finna be in darkness when I leave. So if you just hold on to the doctrine, you're gonna have that. It's gonna be like you with your little flashlight.
Exactly.
You know, which thou hast heard of me, in faith and love, which is in Hamashiach Yahushua. Titus 1 and 9. holding fast the faithful word. Got to hold on to this word because it's the light. As he had been taught, that he may be able by sound doctrine both to exhort and to convince gainsayers or naysayers. Look, here we are made partakers of Hamashiach, right? If we, which is light, if we hold the beginning of our confidence, stand fast until the end. Thus showing you the two parts of Yahweh Shah. You got a beginning and you got an end, meaning the first coming and then when he comes back. So he came and he sent the word down, which is the light. For us to comprehend, it's finna get bad.
Gave us a drop.
He gave us the drop. And then when I come back, you are to still hold it. So you will know what the hell is going on when I come back.
Perfect. You can bring that up. Bring it up. Go with,
This is Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 18. But the path of the just is as the shining light that shineth more and more unto the perfect day.
See, that light is going to shine on more and more. So it's pretty much Lemmy backing off the eye. You get that light and you able to use it. You got that drop. You don't get the drop, you know what I'm saying, and don't use it. You know you in the world. You want to get them J's that came out. You know they coming out whatever morning, Saturday morning, whatever. You got the drop on it. You know what I'm saying? You don't wait till Sunday to try to go get them. You know they're gonna be gone. You know, just to give a light in the world. You know, understanding.
Yeah, you got to be ahead. You got to be ahead of the pack.
Exactly. That's the whole point of having the drop, is to be ahead. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, what's the point of having it? That's like a brother who get the truth and fall out. You know what I'm saying? What was the point of having a drop? You know what I'm saying? If you was to go on to be destroyed, pretty much. Because that's pretty much what happened when you fall out. You chasing destruction.
Because when you lose it, you lost the word, so you lost the light, and then you fall back into darkness. So
Right.
now you in darkness.
Exactly, you in
Ain't
darkness.
that who's gonna be destroyed?
Exactly.
Then they say one is against another.
Con.
The darkness against the light. The light against the darkness.
Light against the darkness.
So Yahweh shines the what? The light.
The light.
So he gonna be against
The darkness.
you niggas, man. Hold on to it, man. That's all I got.
Con.
Well, I got. I'm still holding that John 12 too. I have more.
Something. Truly the light is sweet. Bring it up.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 11 verse 7. Truly the light is sweet, and a pleasant thing it is for the eyes to behold the sun.
See, it's pleasant. It's a pleasant thing to have light. It's pleasant to know what's going on. You don't gotta be out here bumping against this, hitting your head against this. You know what I'm saying? When you know what's going on, you worry less. You got less, it's less distractions. You know what I'm saying? There's less setbacks. You go deal with it, you know, because you in the flesh, you know what I'm saying, and you here. But you know what's going on ultimately. So you're not going to be caught up in the darkness without your flashlight. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be just out here living any kind of way for the world to just happen to you. You know? Having the light is important, man. It's very important. And that's who Yahweh Shai coming back for. The light, the people who have the light, you know what I'm saying? He's not coming back for the darkness, he's coming to destroy the darkness.
All right, I got something real quick.
Come on.
I'm thinking my jacket from the car real quick.
Come on.
We keep going again, bring it back up.
Come on.
This is Proverbs 27 and 17. As the brother said, he said, you know, Yahweh Shah coming back for that light. It makes sense if the light shouldn't the light come back for the light? This is Proverbs 27 and 17. Iron sharpeneth iron.
Iron sharpeneth con.
So a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend.
Exactly.
Are the light and darkness friends? Not at all. So he gonna come back and take care of that light.
No, that's beautiful. Iron sharpeneth iron. So we said we the lesser lights, you know what I'm saying? What's gonna sharpen a light? Not the darkness, that's gonna put the light out, you know what I'm saying? We need more light to if you need more light. You know what I'm saying? The more lights you got, the more brighter something is ultimately. You know what I'm saying? That's why scripture when was it 2 or more gather together. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why when we gather together, we more light. You know?
Pretty much, he's gonna give us more power to become more powerful lights.
Con.
I got a scripture real quick. This is Revelation. Revelation 2:26. Yeah. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end. To him will I give power over the nations.
See, he that keepeth
that light gonna
my
become
works
powerful.
to the end. That, like I said, the light is going to become powerful. He that keepeth that to the end, you're going to receive power. That never-ending power. You know, you're not going to have to replace your batteries no more. You're going to be connected to the power. You're going to become part of the power. That's why Yahweh Shai wants us to be likened unto him, the light. We want to be likened unto the light. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say go be likened into the darkness, because he's not darkness.
You want to bring that back out for the brother?
Yeah, bring it back out.
This is Proverbs 27 and 17. So how the brother was saying, yeah, I mean in general, yeah. It's not personal, it's just in general. Yeah. Yeah. So you got like the brother had just said, just to hit it, you know, on the point, he said Yahweh Shai is coming back, which is the light, he's coming back for more light.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna come back for the darkness, because it's the darkness and the light, they don't agree, man. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, he's coming back for the light. Proverbs 27 and 17, it says, iron sharpeneth iron.
Iron sharpeneth iron.
So a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend. So we have said how pretty much our it's darkness and light friends. You see? So he not gonna sharpen niggas in the dark. He gonna sharpen. That just proved what the brother said. He's gonna come back for the light. And at some point you had said when you was pretty much like the dark. He's not the darkness will end up putting the light out. You know what I'm saying? But the light, Yahweh Shai, he gonna come and he's gonna strengthen the lesser light.
Exactly.
And then we went here, Revelation, and I was like, yeah, pretty much.
Iron is sharpening iron, so you need a light to sharpen light. Sharpen. Make it more powerful. You know what I'm saying?
Not darkness.
Not darkness. And darkness is going to put the light out. So as iron sharpen iron, it's gonna be continuous. So light's going to sharpen light. So us being the lesser lights, we're going to be sharpened by the most high light. You know what I'm saying?
Yahweh Shai gonna give us make us more powerful. He's gonna give us power to become a more powerful light. Revelation 2 and 26. Revelation 2 and 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
And that's to he that overcometh. So, you know, you keep working with that flashlight. You keep working with that. You don't let it go. You know what I'm saying? You overcome it. You endure it, and to the end. Bring it out again. All right, so
Revelation 2 and 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
See, to him that overcometh, he's going to receive that light. Yahweh Shai coming back for the light. That iron sharpening iron, that light's coming back for the other lights and the spiritual, because we the Israelites, you know?
Yeah, he gonna give us more power to become a more powerful light, man. So if you shining now, your light is gonna be unfathomable in the kingdom. You know? Like an unfathomable light is getting ready to come back. The little lights you see in the sky, you know what I'm saying? They not, you know, they're not nothing compared to what's about to be revealed. Hence the word revelation. Oh, Con, and I was still holding that John 12 too, brother.
Con, just real quick, let me see.
Con.
I'm looking for that tenfold.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
That's
Thinking smart. I mean, it's in the gospel. You
I got you.
know. Con.
You talking about the 100-fold.
Con, that's what it was. 100.
Sorry, I'm trying to capture family moments.
This is Mark 10 and 30.
Con, that's it. Exactly.
And I'm going to start at verse. I'm going to start at 28. Then Peter began to say unto him, Lo, we have left all and have followed thee.
Con. Following me, that light.
And Yahweh
Con, go ahead. You good.
and Yahushua answered and said, Verily, I say unto you, there is no man that hath left house, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my sake.
So if you leave all these things, you know, put all that stuff behind and put Yahweh first for his sake. You know, he said you leave mom, dad, kids, brother, sister, your land. You know what I'm saying? It's another part in the inside the Gospels. You know what I'm saying? The man like, I gotta go bury my father. Yahweh is like, you know, to let the dead bury the dead. You know, so when you leave that and you realize what's real, and you following Yahweh for his sake, you can bring it up.
For my sake and the Gospels.
Good news, good tidings.
But he shall receive an hundredfold. A hundredfold.
A hundredfold. You see that? So you leaving all these things behind for Yahweh's sake and the Gospels, you gonna receive that hundredfold. You know? So everything we doing,
Flipping.
it's flipping. We flipping. You know what I'm saying? It's the ultimate flip. Because our flip is gonna be given to us in the kingdom. You know? So it was like we were saying earlier, when we change, we get our bodies. Like you said, we're gonna be taller, you know what I'm saying? Everything is gonna be given to you a hundredfold. So what you currently at, like I think the reason why I said that, he was saying, like, you said you're gonna be brighter. If you a light and you shining like this, you're gonna be brightened a hundredfold from where you are. You know what I'm saying? So a bright light, a super bright light here, a hundredfold that, you know what I'm saying? Or however you may be, you know what I'm saying?
Unfathomable.
It's unfathomable how far this can go.
You said 100.
Hundredfold, you know what I'm saying? Was it more on that? Con.
And two, real quick, I had wanted to add, it's all good.
Oh, go ahead.
Salakia. Yeah, I never forget it. Let me see. Mark 10 and we'll come back for speak on it. It say, but he shall receive 100-fold. Now, in this time. Oh, so what I was gonna say was, pretty much, it's like when you put in an investment. You gotta temporarily lose money. You know what I'm saying? You might put all you got into that investment. You know? Are you really losing? No. You're not really losing, man. You flipping.
Exactly. It's put to work. You know what I'm saying?
You flipping. The dude, Dame Dash, always talking about that.
Exactly. He say he broke all the time because he don't hold on to his bread. When he get his bread, he put it into something. So you might walk around with nothing in your pocket, but your investments, you know what I'm saying, they prevail. You know what I'm saying? Because they working. You know, if you got money put up in the bank, you're not doing nothing with it. It's not making money. There ain't no interest being made in the banks. So what are you doing? That's pretty much like dead water. You know what I'm saying? Not moving water. It's just sitting there. There's no use for it. And I wish I said he said give back to Caesar what's his. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead.
You said the brother said, you know, when it's just sitting, that's true according to the scriptures. It says, Ecclesiastes 10 and 18. This is from the wisest man that ever lived, Solomon, right? Who was Yahushua. 10 and 18. But much slothfulness, Salakia, by much slothfulness, the building decayeth. The building decayeth. And through idleness of the hands, the house droppeth through. So, pretty much, man, because this is a manifold scripture right here. It's advice for your finances and your carnal life, right? But also, it's an analogy for if you, in the spiritual sense. So the brother just said, money just sitting in the bank, there's nothing being done with that. That's idle money. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna go to waste. That's what the scripture just said. This is Ecclesiastes 10 and 18 one more time. By much slothfulness, the building decayed, and through idleness of the hands, the house dropping through. So yeah, you had $1 million sitting in the bank, but every year expenses go up. So the dollar loses money every year.
Exactly. It loses its value every year. That's if people got your money sitting in a 401k or you know whatever. That market crash, it ain't worth nothing. Currency value goes up and down daily. So one day, your stockpile of money might be worth 100,000. The next day it could be worth 30,000, and it's just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? So you might as well be putting your money to work. You know what I'm saying? And not to just be on the topic of money. You know what I'm saying?
Forsaking it.
Yeah, you just forsake.
But it's not. But see, that's in a spiritual sense. That's talking about what we're talking about. Because it said, "He that forsaketh all," right? It's the same idea when you invest all your money. Really, when you forsaking all, if you making an investment, right, for more, you know, because you can do this work so your parents can be saved. You know what I'm saying? You can do it like that. If that's because he said he gonna give you the desires of all our hearts.
Exactly.
That probably ain't what a lot of men probably don't give a damn what happened to their family. You know what I'm saying? It's just what you want. That's why he said, "He that forsaketh it for me, you're gonna receive 100-fold, man." You know, so it's just the idea of not holding on to nothing, man. Exactly. You know, you forsake it all so you can actually come up.
Exactly. Exhausting your supply, you know.
Your $1 million that you had in the bank since 1999, it's not worth. It's really gonna be probably worth 200,000 by the time you touch it in 2020. Because guess what? You could have bought the thing. You could have bought probably 3 mansions with that, right? In 1990.
Exactly.
Now that probably gets you maybe one in Georgia.
Exactly.
You see?
Con.
What's the point of, man, I can't come into the truth. Bro, your parents gonna die one day. You know what I'm saying? You learn the truth when your parents 70. You can't come in. How stupid is that? You see? Invest it, because it's not gonna be worth nothing. This shit ain't worth nothing anyway. Your little life ain't worth nothing, man. Sacrifice your life, man. It's not this shit. You're not promised to live forever on this side.
Exactly.
That's a fact. That's why we hoping, shit, the Lord come back before we 80 years old, which he will. I don't believe my brother's gonna see the 40. I don't. It's not. It's impossible at this point. It's impossible. The Lord said the end gonna speak clearly, man. You know. But that's it, bro. I can finish that. For you.
Yeah, finish up because it pretty much hit it on head. Everything we just went over.
Mark 10 and 30. But he shall receive, I'm going to start it again from 29. But Yahweh shall answer and said, verily, I say unto you, there is no man that had left house, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands,
all these things
for my sake,
his sake, Yahweh shall,
and the Gospels,
the good news, the good tidings was to come.
but he shall receive 100-fold. Now in this time.
See, you gonna receive 100-fold for your
investment.
For your investment, kind. So what?
But he shall receive 100-fold now in this time.
Man.
Houses and brethren and sisters and mothers and children and lands with persecutions. How you gonna receive more? If I can, real quick.
Go ahead.
How can you gonna receive? Because that's the question you might have. How can I receive more mothers? You're gonna have 1,000 wives.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? They're gonna have mothers, right? There you go. And you're gonna keep acquiring new wives in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna be immortal.
Said you're gonna receive 100-fold houses. So go ahead.
All these women gonna grow up. The elect gonna be bringing back the 2/3. You're gonna run into somebody's daughter that's now grown in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? New wife. There go her mother. That's your mother now. You see what I'm saying? It makes all the sense in the world, man. You know? So you're gonna receive everything back. It's crazy, man. That's amazing.
Everything, 100-fold. You can bring that out. This will land me back. This is another scripture.
This is Zechariah chapter 9 and verse 12. Turn you to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope. Even today do I declare that I will render double unto thee.
That's right.
Fine. There's more. More for your sacrifice, man.
God, we get this then. This is Romans 12 and 2. I'm gonna start at 1. It's actually 1. But anyway, I beseech you. That means to beg. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed, went over this, by the renewing of your mind. You see, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable, perfect will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. So you got to rethink. Like in the past, it probably sounded far-fetched, like now forsaking everything. But now since we breaking it down and go into it, you see it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because no one's promised any damn way. You know, your kid get hit by a car. So why wouldn't you pick your house shot for your kid? You know what I'm saying?
Kids are getting shot right now.
Huh?
Kids are getting shot right now.
Yeah, you see it. Lord don't care. Exactly. You know, hell, if you pick the Lord over all these things, He said He's gonna give you all those things. He's gonna preserve these things for you.
Exactly.
You don't even know. The Lord already got your list of everything you want. Just waiting on you. Like you want it? Because you know He our dad. You know you ask for some allowance. Pop playing with you. Know what you need. How much is this? You know what I'm saying? If you can count it, I'll give it to you. Exactly. You can guess how much it is, I'll give it to you. You go take the garbage out first, and then I'll give you your bread. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever.
Might ask for 10, he give you 50. You know what I'm saying? Just because he like, I know you about to, you know what I'm saying?
You want 500 wives or 500 palaces, or I can give you a planet. And then when you get to the planet, all that shit there. Woo!
What's that one show? It's called Move That Bus, something like that. Where like you basically got like a messed up crib, you know what I'm saying? Must renovate it, you know what I'm saying? Basically, like, renew the whole thing, build it into, like, a whole castle. That said, as soon as that bus get moved, you see everything, you know how they be on TV, they be, oh my God, crying, holding on to somebody.
some Pit My Ride type job.
Right, cut.
Let your whip go for a week, they bring it back.
Man, it's
You
crazy
had-
too.
You had a Honda, they turned it into a Ferrari.
That's in the show they used to hook it up for real. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you know, like, the Lord gonna have it.
Yeah, he got to, man. He like this ain't nothing. So that's why he's saying,
Exactly.
to finish the point, renew your mind, man.
Con.
Don't be conformed to this world. See, people think this is forever. Well, I gotta. What's the conformation of this world? YOLO. You only live once, bro.
Exactly.
Fall out.
Believing in all of this, like, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, listen, bro. Just do the sacrifice, bro. This the only time to get, bro. They offering you 12 million.
Exactly.
Come on, you can have another baby, bro.
Exactly.
So you can have that logic. When we read this to you, you don't say you can have another baby. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man.
Go ahead.
It's 1 Corinthians 7:31.
Uh-huh.
And they that use this world
Mm-hmm.
as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away.
See? Fashion of this world passeth away. They using this world and abusing it. You know what I'm saying? You abusing something, you like overly, you know what I'm saying? You pretty much overly doing something, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Because we here in this world, so the Lord don't want us to be idiots. You know what I'm saying? He don't want us to destroy ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be over righteous much. You know what I'm saying? He wants us to live, but he wants us to know what's real or what's true. You know? You can read that one more time.
1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 31.
Mm-hmm.
And they that use this world
See, they that use this world,
as not abusing it,
as not abusing it.
for the fashion of this world passeth away.
See, everything here go be passed away. All the fashion of this world will be passed away. This might look like a decent building, but you know, in the kingdom, that ain't nothing.
This place ain't gonna be. America gonna be destroyed.
Yeah, all of this
gonna
will
be
be
rubble
destroyed. It's gonna be rubble.
Desert.
Mark 12.
I got something real quick too. But the point is still there. This is Haggai 1 and 6.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna start at 5. Now therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. And we know that's the true power, because we ain't been doing this under Jesus. The name Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua got us breaking this down. You only got this understanding when you under the name Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. Not Jesus. Why little Jimmy down the street, they got the understanding that Jesus love everybody, he don't get this.
Exactly.
His imagination ain't being opened up.
He don't got the truth.
He wants to come and stand in front of a river and be unconfounded by everybody that comes up against him. But anyway, now therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, of hosts, consider your ways. Right? Think about this now. This do make sense. Let me sacrifice more. Don't be over righteous. You know what I'm saying? But let me be. That nigga Nipsey Hussle had that understanding in the world on the left hand side though. All money in.
Exactly.
That was the name of his record company. This is for all the chips. You know what I'm saying? You hit. Put all in, man. Go all the way.
All money in. He said no money out.
But to hit the brother point, or 6, you have sown much and bring in little. You like, think about it, man. You working hard. You at your job 14 hours a day.
20 years.
You ain't rich. You ain't immortal. You sick as hell. You got a back problem. He said, you have sown much and bring in little. You eat, but ye have not enough.
Exactly.
Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. We still cold, you know what I'm saying?
Got layers on, yeah.
And he that earneth wages to put it in a bag with holes.
Pocket got holes in it.
Shit ain't add up, man. You get $1 million, you gotta get another $1 million.
Exactly.
Why won't Jay-Z sit down? He can't.
Exactly.
He can't, man. Why, when niggas retire from the sports world, why they go become sports analysts? Because they can't sit down. They earned all those millions, and it still ain't enough. It still ain't enough. All them niggas get up. They got a podcast going.
Exactly.
That ain't because they want to pass time. You make a lot of money doing that podcast stuff. YouTube cash dudes out.
Especially people who already established, aka NBA stars, anybody.
Diddy just got them doing a sit down with some other jakes, basically to talk about Trump and Biden.
More quality, but yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That just don't show like
No,
like
exactly.
Like,
No, con.
podcast.
Con. And that's leading to the point, the next point. You could bring that up.
This is Mark chapter 13 and verse 2. And Yahushua answering said unto him, Seest thou these great buildings? There shall not be left one stone upon another.
Ain't gonna be not one stone left upon another. Everything will be destroyed. So, point being, you doing all this work and you not obtaining to anything that's real, that's gonna sustain, that's gonna last. He said, see as these buildings, it won't be a brick left upon another brick. So everything that you building up here in this world is worthless. You know what I'm saying?
And if I can too, real quick, that's right. Because in the spirit, yeah, that's in actuality, we know that's talking about Jerusalem being thrown down. But isn't this basically all the Israelite shit gonna be thrown down? Isn't this what the Israelites consider they shit? You see? The thing that has been is that what shall be. You lost your great city back then, you're gonna lose this one. So, you know.
Yeah, that was that on that.
That's spiritual right there, man. I got something too real quick. You know, I say that. This is Ecclesiastes 3. And it's nippy like this because we're in front of this water too. This ain't nothing. It's gonna be snowing soon. Ecclesiastes 3 and 15. You know what? I'm gonna start at 14. I know that whatsoever Yahweh Shah do it, it shall be forever. Right? So he ain't do this. He ain't with this. You see? That's why the kingdom's gonna be forever. That's why these words gonna be forever, because he really with this, man. That's why the truth gonna be forever. That's why we out here in church, the building is closed down right now. Because he ain't with that. But he with the truth. So it's still going. But anyway, it says, nothing can be put to it, nor anything taken from it. From it. Nothing can be put to it, nor anything taken from it. And God, and Yahweh Shah doeth it, that men should fear before him. And we can't get rid of these dudes. We take down the channel, they put up another one.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We move them out of this location, this setup, they go to another one. We lock these Israelites up, here goes some more flying through the sky now.
Exactly.
You know?
We leave here and we go to the next country. Israelites there.
We put white Jesus everywhere, and now the Russian icons come up.
Exactly.
Crazy. But anyway, verse 15, the point to hear what the brother just brought out with that Matthew 24. It says the stones thing. But anyway, Ecclesiastes 3 and 15. That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been. So stones, these is getting ready to get thrown down. Israelites' dwelling place is getting ready to be thrown down. The place the 2/3 just can't get enough of is getting ready to be thrown down. Right? And it's ironic these is made out of stone. You see? But guess what? That had already happened. The sacking of Jerusalem. The siege of Titus, 70 AD. You know what I'm saying? we was going into that by Spirit last night. It says, so that which has been and that which is to be already hath already, and that which is to be hath already been. And Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah requireth that which is past. So he just bring everything back, man. You know? It says, so you go into the word required, it's bekwash, and it means to seek, require, desire, request, demand. So Jacob's trouble is going to consist of all the destruction he getting ready to bring is all the shit he ever did. So it makes sense. Hell, you going to see water split.
Right.
Men are probably going to get that power. You probably got to run away from somebody. You got to split the seas. You know what I'm saying? All that, he said, that he requires, he demands that which is past. So all things that's ever been is getting ready to happen at one time. That ain't, and guess what? That ain't never happened.
Exactly.
That's why it's gonna be uncomparable and worse than anything that happened before.
Running across water.
Right. Walking on water. Telling the winds to halt.
So the elements, look at the movie Avatar. You got all these different nations, like you got the fire nation, the water, air.
Oh, okay.
Like where they control all that stuff. And, the water benders, like they can do all that, separating and everything. Right?
That's like my dude I was telling you about how we was fighting in
Swords.
Yeah,
I was
different
thinking about
swords.
that.
Yeah. I was thinking when you a picture you uploaded, one of the pictures from the recent lessons. That's what it sort of went to the dream for me. You know what I'm saying? My vision was that. You said the elect. That was the name of it.
Something came to the elect. That lesson that you did.
The recent one?
Yeah, it was like a thumbnail you used.
You talking about how the elect are the elect?
Yeah.
With the 3 men in the air.
Yeah, that thumbnail. That thought made me think of our dream that he described basically.
Because in the dream, basically, we had swords, and each sword had a different element that it could wield. Really, it was us that, like, the sword was basically meant for our ability. If you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
And then another thing too, he said that which has been has had already been. I got a scripture
You
real
gonna get
quick.
this?
Yeah, let's get that real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, get that. Yeah.
This is Matthew 26, and then you can pinch the screen.
I got it.
Matthew 24, and I'm gonna start at 33. We was trying to bring this out last week and couldn't. We never got to it. Oh man. Woo! Man. It says Matthew 24 and 32. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. Of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Like, and it's spiritual, because when something is tender, they be like, man, this meat good. You know what I'm saying? So when the branch is tender, it says, and put it forth leaves, you know that summer is not. So basically that's a sign when the tree is good to go. You know what I'm saying? Once it's tender, it's gonna start putting forth leaves, meaning it's good to go. Yeah, it's ready. You know what I'm saying? It's good and tender. Now, it says, so likewise. And then what does summer bring? It brings heat. Things about to heat up. You know what I'm saying? So likewise, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near. Even at the doors. Even at the doors. It says, verily I say unto you, this generation, everybody, the thing that has been, the Lord demands that which is past. So the niggas that killed Yahushua, the people, the darkness that didn't comprehend the light, the men that had the light and held on to the word all the way to the point they died, it came back. They back. Don't gonna be the same. They will have to be the same people back when Yahushua come. Thus proving that Revelation 1 when he said, all gonna see him and them which pierced him, man. Yeah. Why would new people be on earth that wasn't there when Yahushua was actually crucified and was breaking everything down and doing miracles? The same people would have to be here, man. He demands that which is past. it says, verily I say unto you, this generation, this is the same people, the same generation. It says, this generation shall not pass. You see? Play on words. Till all these things be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. But of that day and hour knoweth no man. No, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking and marrying. He said it's at the door, man. When you see all these things, it's at the door. This is how close we are, man. They were drinking and marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah, and Noah represent the elect, entered into the ark. Because we're going to enter into the ships right before the nukes hit. And you're going to watch the fireworks. It's going to be the Lord's first annual cookout. You know what I'm saying? Watch your bag, brother.
It's that barbecue.
Yeah, Lord throwing the cookout, man.
Last second.
Yup. Last second, man. The elect gonna hit the buzzer beater. You know, that's when you on the ship. It says, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. You know? See? For the same, the darkness that they didn't comprehend the light when it came, Yahushua here right now. He never left ultimately. He just left physically. But his spirit is still here, man. Right? That spirit of truth and light, which Yahushua is. The word's still here.
Exactly.
So Yahushua's still here.
The word's still here and the work is still being done.
It's just that he physically has left. That's how you know this is real. He physically gonna come back, man.
And you say you put the spirit.
We reading about a man who was pissed the hell off. Right? He just has to manifest now. That's the coming. And you're gonna see what that looked like in the physical incarnation. When we read, like, damn, he was cussing him out right here. Damn, he had to be big. Let me say he grew in stature. So when he come, he gonna be actually big, actually mad. And you gonna actually, and then we read, damn, let's say he got his damn eyes so red, they compare it to fire. So when he come, his eyes gonna have to be red. He gonna be furious, man. You know? How shall I gonna be choking people out by the spirit? You know what I'm saying? Without touching you. You're gonna be getting hammed up. You know what I'm saying? And the elect gonna be getting beamed up. Look at that word, him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's it, though. That's all I want to bring up. So these are the same people back, man. The ones, the darkness, is compared to the people. And because we compare it to lights.
Full circle.
Yep, it's full circle. And the darkness comprehended it not. Just like Noah was the one that was put into into what? The ship. This time it's gonna be a spaceship.
Exactly.
It's spiritual. Because it said they came to subdue the man that came out of the sea. You see? The sea. Ain't no sea up there. That's talking about the outer space. Because the heavens is wet. If you go up into the sky, it's moisture up there, man.
What's that? What scripture in Psalms?
Outer space, that is. You know, so the man that came out the sea on the ship, what was Noah in? A damn ship on the sea. You see? He went into it. He was the one chosen to be saved from the destruction from the first flood. Because the second flood is going to be a flood of fire. The first flood is a flood of water. Noah represented the elect going into a ship on the sea. The second flood is going to be the elect men of Israel and women and children, and 144, led by the 144,000 men only, 12,000 from each tribe. You know what I'm saying? They're going to go into the spaceship into the sea. Because you're going to have to be out of the, we're going to have to go into the second heaven. Because there's going to be so much radiation in the sky. You know what I'm saying? Even though the Lord could just, he could, because you know, ain't nothing gonna penetrate the chariot. You see? But if he probably gonna take us up to outer space, and he gonna let us sit, cause we probably gonna have supervision and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or they might have certain like what's called a telescope here. They probably got some type of technology or power on the ship,
power like hey,
to where you can zoom in and see.
it might be playing in your damn head.
It might show you your house. You know what I'm saying? They know cooking. You know what I'm saying? Mom's gonna be on the ship. Rocket their house, bossing outside. You know what I'm saying? Rocket their house, bossing outside. Rocket their house. We gonna have the pure tongue too. So the Hebrew gonna be powerful, man. Deep ass voices and shit. Cause everything has a vibration in it, man. Everything. You know? So they gonna feel that power when the new Israelite man speaks in the kingdom. You know? Especially when you hear your house out voice. It say when we was reading that. Everything that heard his voice burnt. It burnt. Like when you go back and you watch Michael Jackson when he was traveling, when he was that dude, he'd speak to a woman, she,
Exactly.
he was passing out and stuff, boy. But yeah.
2 and 3? 2 and 3. You can bring it out. You can bring it out.
This is Psalms chapter Psalms 104, and verse 2. It says, "Who covers thyself with light, as with a garment."
Think of that light again.
Actually, I'll start at 1.
Come on, go ahead.
It says, bless the Lord Yahweh, O my soul. O Yahweh, my power. Thou art very great. Thou art clothed with honor and majesty. Who covereth thyself with light, as with a garment. Who stretches out the heavens like a curtain. Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters.
Waters.
That's what the main point I was getting at with the waters.
Mm-hmm.
Who maketh the clouds his chariot.
See, the clouds his chariot. We're covering that again. You say you make the clouds his chariots. That's clear. That's clear.
Mm-hmm.
That's as clear as day. You don't have to. You ain't got to imagine with that. He say he makes the clouds his chariots.
Mm-hmm.
What is chariots? The chariots of the Most High, 20,000. But what are the chariots of the Most High? You know, the chariots of the Most High, they unfathomable. We can't even get our eye directly on them to really see them, but we know they're there. We experience them, but you know, as far as I'm concerned, I haven't seen one. I've seen it, but I haven't got the details. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, can I say something?
Go ahead.
Yeah, so like trying to like describe it, you know, through their mindset, like you know, when they say chariot, they see men, you know, in horse and everything, riding like with a group of, you know, horses. So he says,
Transportation. All in all.
yeah,
Go ahead.
the Lord says the clouds are his chariot,
Exactly.
his transportation, and it's just like the Lord used the clouds to do that, basically. You know, with the horse to ride around,
Con.
so chariot, basically.
Exactly. See, I'll be going into my mind. I'm like, it's the chariots of the Most High. You can't expect it to be what man, you know what I'm saying, worldly, what man thinks of off top, you know what I'm saying? The Lord not coming inside a horse and buggy chariot, you know what I'm saying? He might have horses though, you know what I'm saying? But they gonna be the Lord's. Exactly. Talk about with like Elijah. When Elijah came and said it was a whirlwind of fire and a chariot of horses. You know what I'm saying?
On Prancer.
Exactly. That's what people think of.
On Connor. On Blitzy.
That's what Esau thinking of when they think of the chariots. That's why they can't perceive it. They can't see it. You know what I'm saying? They so deep. But you know, at the same time, everything gets past when they're not seeing everything clearly. I mean, it says so clearly there. You can read that again. That's a scripture.
It's Psalms 104 and 3. Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind.
Wings of the wind. So that's something that's flying in the sky. You know, so that's something that's in the sky flying. It's not a horse and buggy, man. That's something. Clouds, he said you make it the clouds his chariot. You know what I'm saying? So No, that's just more fuzzy on that. Go ahead.
It's Psalms 104:4 says, "Who maketh his angels spirits, his ministers a flaming fire."
Time.
Just stay
His
with
minister.
They a beam of light, you know what I'm saying? Fire give off light.
Time. Got a little battery on it.
I think it's a news break. I got something for you real quick. We still talking about the chariot. Psalms
Call to walk.
Hey, can you read that scripture you just read again one time? Not that, the previous verse, the original verse.
Mark 13.
Yeah, that's the previous one. Not the last verse you read, just the previous one before that one.
This is Psalms chapter 104, verse 3. "Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters."
Jump up.
Psalms 104 and verse 2. "Who coverest thyself with light as with a garment, who stretches out the heavens like a curtain."
Keep going.
"Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind."
Okay, come. Okay, quick link up. It's okay, come. Nahum 1. Nahum 1. A lot of people out there. Nahum 1 and I'm gonna start at verse. I'm gonna start at 1. The book of Nineveh, the book of division of Nahum, an Israelite, the Elokushite. So this is Dad's last name. But anyway, it says God, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'Shem, well, the Most High is jealous. And the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah, revenge it. The Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah, revenge it. And is furious, there go that fury. The Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah, will take vengeance on his adversaries. And he reserveth wrath for his enemies. The Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah, is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, had his way in the whirlwind. You see? And in the storm and the clouds are the dust of his feet. So the Lord has his way in the whirlwind, man. Sometimes sometimes it say clouds, sometimes it say whirlwind, sometimes it actually says chariots, man. But pretty much, or it's a pillar of fire. When you go back to Exodus. So the Lord has his way in the whirlwind. His way of what? Transportation, man. You know what I'm saying? A whirlwind. You know? And then on the other level too, it's talking about obviously tornadoes. You know what I'm saying? He have his way in the whirlwind. So when you see a damn tornado, you know goddamn well, those are rare. Those super rare. You know damn well that's the creator at work. Something, a visible wind spinning. That's like, I don't even know how tall they be because I ain't never seen one in person. You know, but yeah, man, he have his way in that whirlwind, and the clouds are the dust of his feet, man. You know, and then that's going into what we read in that second Ezra 13 when it said he flew upon the cloud, the great mountain. He was standing on top of it. So when you see that graphic, when brothers be having Yahushua standing on top of the chariot, like we was to draw him right here and put him on top of it, it's like Goku and Nimbus.
Exactly.
The clouds are the dust of his feet. So it's a light thing, pretty much. It's easy. You know what I'm saying? He have his way in the whirlwind. Let's talk about a spaceship, man.
It's crazy too, because like how you were saying in the movie and the show, The Last Airbender, the Avatar, you know, that's like he can control the wind.
Right, he sit on that ball of wind.
Yeah. Even when he be fighting, you know what I'm saying, like because like towards the end, you know what I'm saying, he control all the elements for real. And he basically make him like a tornado whirlwind, you know what I'm saying, under him, have him move through the sky, you know what I'm saying? Or like from the ground up here, you know what I'm saying?
Where do you think they get that from, man? From the scriptures. Everyone's seen that verse. Because people, that's like most people, common people got knowledge of that Nahum 1. Because that's where it tells you the Lord is slow to anger. He's great in power. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna quit them. Most Christians know that, man. But they don't never go into that part. That he have his way in the whirlwind. And he makes the clouds the dust of his feet, man. You know? So Yahushua is gonna be standing. So when that's just where brothers get that from. When you see Yahushua standing on top of the cloud, you're gonna see Yahushua standing on top of the ship. Because that's what Ezra said he's seen in his dream. So he gonna come and he ain't gonna get beamed down under he gonna be on top of it. Somehow. You know?
It's like how you know how Jake be in the world, they take pictures standing on top of their car or something, you know what I'm saying? Like or like celebrities, how they be doing that a lot, especially in music videos. They be standing on top of their car.
On top of their cars,
yeah.
driving.
I can see that shit too. Because I'm trying to think, well, if it's gonna cover the sky, you can't think that it's gonna be from top to bottom and side to side. You're gonna see a little bit of the top of the sky. You know what I'm saying? That won't be there no more, obviously. But he'll be a little bit lower to where, like say, if he was here right now. Matter of fact, imagine him standing on top of this building. But you couldn't see where the building, beginning from end to end, from point to point.
The horizon.
Yeah.
And then you can't see the top of the building itself.
Yeah.
From where you at, you know what I'm saying?
It was floating though, like bombs up, it's like floating.
Above it. Yeah, that too.
Or just no chariot.
He can't fly.
Hold on,
like
but beyond. No, you're right, bro. I was just saying he can walk on water. The waters. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Yup. Exactly. Because he said it's the dust of his feet. Dust ain't attached to your feet. So that line right up with what you just said. You know what I'm saying? He probably gonna be levitating above it. You know? So I can see him packing the sky in a big black ass lit up chariot, You can't tell it, you can't see the end of it from side to side, but you can see him standing or floating right above it, man.
And he gonna be extra big too.
You gonna see him.
Exactly.
The Lord gonna make sure you see what's written, man. We're gonna be like, when it happened, and Lord willing, we still here, we're gonna think, damn, this is exactly it, man. This is it. You gonna see that white woolly hair, and your house shot gonna be young when he come back. Ain't no old man coming back. That's the point of being immortal. Like vampires. Vampires hella old, but they be young men. They be in their prime. Your house shot gonna come back in his prime. Prime time. Deion Sanders was cold, man. Prime time. He was in his prime when he was cold. And his name, ironically, was Prime Time. So your house shot gonna put in that work as a so-called, with the appearance of a young man, but he's anxious. You know? So, I can see that job though, man. Yeah, we finna go ahead and close out. About to end the Shabbat now, you know. Then we'll do like a little council afterwards. What time?
5:52.
Oh yeah. Time.
You got that description? It makes sense.
So what?
I said it makes sense.
Stuff changing, man. You gonna update, man. You know? We ain't talking about that later.
No, that's
You got anything else you want to go into? I don't know if I finished that John 12 out for you.
yeah. See that. All right.
Yeah, we can finish out on this. This is John 12. John 12. Yeah. John 12 and yeah, we didn't even finish. John 12 and 35. Then Yahushua said unto them, yet a little while is the light with you.
Right.
Walk while ye have the light. That's that path, scripture. You know what I'm saying? The path of the just is a lightened path, man. Paraphrase. It says, lest darkness come upon you. For he that walketh in darkness knoweth not whither he goeth. You know what I'm saying? These people don't have a clue what's going to happen. They might die in 10 minutes. It says, while ye have the light, believe in the light. See, because men get in the truth all the time but don't really believe it. You know what I'm saying? They can't play with it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, damn. And then learn new things, and they not sitting there doing with it. It's like when you own something, when you go get shoes, but you got some people that be like that. You go buy the new pair. This guy actually looked it, he pulled them out of his box. You know what I'm saying? Because we always use that Jordan reference. He examined them. He seen how sturdy they was
Exactly.
versus the other guy.
Threw them on, walked around
Yeah.
the crib with them on.
Like, damn, these ain't gonna hold up or something.
Exactly.
He got to know them a little bit, seen what they were about. You got another person who just buy them and they leave in the box. They don't really know what they're about. They got them, but they don't really know what it's about. That's like the truth. You're supposed to be sitting there, damn, when you do this, I know this. You're supposed to really go into it, man. Like the elders be saying. Brothers don't know what the hell be going on, man. But anyway, it says, while ye have the light, believe in the light.
While you have the light, believe in the light.
That ye may be the children of the light. It's like the children of light. So only the people that have the light and believe it
Go on to actually be internalized and externalized being the children of the light And that's pretty much our whole goal. You know
Or
what
the
I'm saying?
children of light.
Con,
I read that.
the children of light. And that's our purpose, you know what I'm saying? We want to be on those ships. We want to be in the light when that darkness comes, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The end of darkness comes. We want to be out the way. We don't want to be part of the destruction.
These things spake Yahushua and did hide himself. Slaki. These things spake Yahushua and departed, and did hide himself from them.
See that? So he spoke that, and then he departed and hid himself. The light went away. You know what I'm saying?
And then too, he left you with the light you do have.
Exactly. That was, yep, con.
He left you like
He gave you some light,
yeah.
and he used to see if you just go play with it.
Yep.
Or would you go let it just go? You know what I'm saying? Or would you go put it up? So the light gave light. You pretty much put a test out there. You know what I'm saying?
How you want more and you ain't doing nothing what you got?
Exactly.
You see?
You
The Lord will
light.
leave you at a standpoint. That's when you don't get no more increase. You know what I'm saying? You be at the same job for 2 years.
Exactly.
Other brothers get increase, you ain't. Well, they probably playing with the light. They believing in it.
Yeah.
Why they have it? You have it, but you ain't believing in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's more than a brother telling you there, bro, you need to do this. The scripture say that. All right, cool.
Come, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't really believing doing that, man. You know? You're supposed to go into it, man. Anyway, and then I got this. But though, and then it says from them. You know what I'm saying? Those that was taught, given the light. So it says, but though he had done so many miracles before them, yet they believed not on him. And that's what the light represents. You know what I'm saying? You can see things you could never see with light. That's a miracle. So when we go into it, the explanation you was just given by the Spirit. You know what I'm saying? Your measure. Stuff you've been saying about the Spirit. Stuff you've been saying about the Spirit. Etc. Right? Those is miracles. Because we seeing things we could never see by what? By the light. By the Spirit. The words, what the words are showing us, and then the Spirit, our spirit within us is being opened up to it. You know what I'm saying? That iron is sharpening iron again. You know? But anywho, I got one last thing because he said the children of light. We can close out after this, I guess. This is Hosea 1. If you got something, go ahead and bring it out, because this would be the last. Yeah, this.
Well, you already brought it up, but it's relevant. Go ahead.
It's Proverbs chapter 4, verse 18. But the path of the just is as the shining light that shineth more and more unto the perfect day.
It's supposed to. They don't necessarily do. They say of the just. Because they tell you, the just man falleth 7 times and get back up. You in the truth, but if everybody in the truth gonna fall. In other words, right? If you fall and don't get back up, would you fit being a just man? No, you're not just. So the path of the just shines more. Don't apply to everybody. That apply when you continuous in this thing and you believe in it. You know what I'm saying? It's not automatic. You know, and then that line, Slocky, you got it. If you have more to finish.
That was it.
Yeah. No, go back.
Let me know. I got to close.
Pretty much going on. You can bring it out and get to 19 and then go back to
Proverbs 4 and verse 18. But the path of the just is as the shining light that shineth more and more unto the perfect day. The way of the wicked is as darkness. They know not at what they stumble.
See? So it's pretty much giving more details on that just man. To be just is, to get up again. That's part of that. And the wicked continue
That's it. He said continuing too.
Continue.
You getting up. You said key word. You said, brother, it's again.
Yeah,
You said get up again.
Continue. Go ahead.
Proverbs 4 and verse 26. Ponder the path of thy feet, and let all thy ways be established.
Establish it. Well, yeah. Just keep your footing. You know what I'm saying? We sort of went into that. But we go ahead. I can go on.
Keep going. Keep going too. If I can say some words on that too, real quick. You said the path of the just is like a life that you shine more and more perfectly. Right? They say perfect in there, right? Until the
perfect day.
Yeah, until the perfect day. What is the perfect day? Complete. If you don't keep, and you can only be just if you keep getting back up. In other words, that's a hint at continuing. You don't have a path if you don't continue down it. Exactly. If you stop here, do you have a path? No, that's not a path. A path is the whole thing.
It's like this path. You know what I'm saying? You continue on. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I say the wicked, pretty much you will be. So in other words, if you don't do that, you'll be the wicked.
The wickedness is as darkness.
The wickedness as darkness.
You don't have a path.
That's a nigga that fall and don't get back up. In other words, he don't continue. So his path is not gonna shine more and more. You know? Thus he don't go on to why he didn't go on while he had the light to believe. He didn't go on.
He didn't go on to see the end of that path.
Which is being called what? The children of light. He said that you may be the children of light. So perfect timing. This is Hosea 1 and 10. It says, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered, and it shall come to pass that the place where it was said unto them, ye are not the people, it's like ye are not my people. There it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power, man, of the living God, the children of light, you know, because everybody gonna see you get beamed up full circle. They're gonna see that which they didn't consider. They're gonna see Yahushua, and the darkness gonna comprehend. Because when the darkness comprehend the light, in what way does it show it? It goes away, and it becomes daytime.
Exactly. It becomes part of the light.
Yeah, you know. Damn. Right. Truth is the light. It's time for me to leave. You know. So Lord willing, this was edifying, man. You got it, bro.
All right. So Lord willing, this was edifying. We gonna close out. Give all praise to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Wahakadosh Shakar.
Shalom.
Shalom. See? That's true.